Texaco Star Academic Challenge. Top flight competition between teams from Houston-area high schools.
Seattle man.
Seattle man!
Now, here's the man with the questions, Chip Beal.
Welcome to the Texaco Star Academic Challenge. The team that wins this match will be assured of no less than $12,500 in college scholarships. Will it be Strake Jesuit or St. John's? We'll find out. Good luck to both schools. This sound means you're right. This sound means you're wrong. And this tone wraps up each period. The warm-up round is upon us. Here is your first question. It's worth 5 points. What term taken from a series of medieval wars has come to mean a major effort for an idea or...
Strake Jesuit, Stephen.
Eric.
Or...
St. John's, Alex.
Crusade.
Crusade is right. Alex gets St. John's on the board. For 10 points, what did John Naisbitt describe as world tendencies with such great impact that they transform the lives of whole populations? John Naisbitt. Author of Megatrends. For 5 points, what is the only method that the Surgeon General of the United States officially approved to save a choking victim?
St. John's, Todd.
Heimlich maneuver.
It's the Heimlich maneuver, sure. I have a math question now worth 10 points. What is the sum of the exterior angles of a 19-sided polygon? Sum of the exterior angles of a 19-sided...
Strake Jesuit, David.
2,700.
St. John's, Brian.
360.
It's 360 no matter how many sides there are. All right, a visual question. Look at your screen, please. Look at this musical score. Now, here's the clue. Name the popular French group dance found in the title of the musical piece from which these measures were taken.
St. John's, Todd.
Can.
Can is right. I have a multiple choice question worth 10 points. February 1995 marks the 100th anniversary of the first complete performance of what masterpiece? A, St. Matthew Passion. B, Mozart's Requiem. C, Swan Lake. D, Rite of Spring. E, Beethoven's Fifth.
Strake Jesuit, Michael.
Swan Lake.
Swan Lake by Tchaikovsky, and Strake Jesuit is now on the board. A 1994 bill excludes Native Americans from drug prosecution for using the mescaline-containing peyote plant in their religious rites. For 5 points, peyote is what type of plant?
Strake Jesuit, David.
It's a fungus found on cactus.
It is a cactus, that is correct. For 10 points, what missing person was last seen at the Manchew's Red Fox restaurant?
Strake Jesuit, Stephen.
Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa is right, Stephen. All right, for 10 points, multiple choice, which one of the following 5 things could Charles Darwin not have done in his lifetime? A, read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. B, traveled through the Suez Canal. C, discussed animal...
St. John's, Nick.
Traveled through the Suez Canal.
C, discussed animal classification with Carolus Linnaeus. D, read the Communist Manifesto by Marx and Engels.
Strake Jesuit, Stephen.
C.
Discussed animal classification with Linnaeus is right. Jesuit has taken an early lead. For 5 points, a music question. Universal Pictures announced that by 1997 it will be a full-length animated feature film. Listen and name this musical stage play by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
And we all say...
St. John's, Alex.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, well, I guess who was there ever a cat so clever as night?
Strake Jesuit, Shom.
Guys and Dolls.
Oh, cats. We had the word cat in the lyric. Thought that would give it to you. Okay, for 10 points, what is the collective chemical name for compounds in the ocean, such as magnesium chloride, calcium sulfate, and calcium carbonate?
St. John's, Todd.
Salts.
That's all there is to it. For 5 points, Identify the first American rocket gun put into service in 1942. 5 points. Real easy.
Strake Jesuit, Michael.
Rocket gun.
St. John's. Shirley, you have a guess?
Todd.
The Patriot.
Tell them, audience. Bazooka. Okay, let's try this math question for 10 points. Points P and Q are on a circle. Two different arcs can be drawn on the circle that connect these points. What adjective describes the arc that is less than a semicircle?
St. John's, Bryan.
Minor arc.
Minor arc. I have a 5-pointer of what U.S. state is the Sitka spruce, the official state tree. That's the...
Strake Jesuit, Stephen.
Utah.
St. John's, Alex.
New Hampshire.
Sitka, Alaska. For 10 points, a visual question. Name the company associated with this.
Strake Jesuit, Shome.
Merrill Lynch.
Merrill Lynch. Whoever racks their brains to answer this wretched question is entitled to a whole 5 points. Identify the silent consonant used 4 times in this question.
St. John's, Bryan.
H.
Strake Jesuit. Whoever racks wretched whole W. That's the answer. And we're out of time. We'll be back to meet the contestants and continue with the questions and answers. We're back. The academic challenge continues. The score is 45 for Strake Jesuit, 50 for St. John's. Now let's meet the outstanding contestants on today's program, starting with Strake Jesuit College Prep. Stephen Fontenot is the captain, a junior. He's a member of the tennis club and participates in the Model United Nations. Next to him is David Stigant, a senior, plays water polo, he swims, and is a National Merit Commended student. Michael Munday is a senior. He's also a National Merit Commended student, newspaper and literary magazine staff member. And Shom Sarkar, a senior, newspaper staff. Somebody's laughing. Did I mispronounce your last name?
No, there's a different talk.
Oh, they're laughing at the bow tie. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thought they were laughing at me. He's a member of the newspaper staff and a National Merit semifinalist. Their alternates, Kelvin Liu and Brandon Byers. Their coaches, Will Volding and Max Eberts. That's the team from Jesuit. Now the students from St. John's School in Houston, which set an all-time record in their last appearance on our show with 545 points. Todd Sangster is the captain, a junior, treasurer of the Junior Engineering Technical Society. He's a certified youth soccer referee. Plays the euphonium so he can read his music, as we saw in the last quarter. He enjoys skiing and hiking. Next is Nick Merritt, a senior, National Merit semifinalist, plays varsity volleyball, president of Johnny Cake, and sings in the choir. Now, Brian Lee, a member of Jets, reporter on the school newspaper. He plays piano and soccer. And Alex Kurinets, a senior, National Merit Commended scholar, hopes to attend the University of Pennsylvania, and he speaks Russian. Their alternates, William Baker, Jody Sangster, John Pearson, coaches Alice Nelson and Kim Neighbor. That's the team from St. John's School. Alex hoping for some more questions about Belarus. Okay, now our judges, they are none other than Professor Tom Hudson of the Department of Physics, University of Houston, and Mr. Mike Mastandria, who is the Executive Director of Marching Auxiliaries of America. Their decisions are final. Players know the rules, so we're going to go right on with the bonus round and this 10-point toss-up. Campbell's is holding an Art of Soup contest to introduce a great contemporary artist as a successor to whom?
St. John's, Alex.
Warhol.
Andy Warhol. Right. So Alex, Brian, Nick, and Todd, here is your SS bonus. We'll give you definitions that lead to 2-word answers, both parts of which begin with the letter S. For 5 points, white crystalline salt, Na2SO4.
Sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate.
Yes. For 10 points, name for the day of the year having the longest period of sunlight.
Summer solstice.
Summer solstice is right. For 15 points, two polyhedra having the same shape but not necessarily the same size.
Similar.
Your answer?
Similar solids.
Similar solids.
Assist for Brian on that one, yeah. Good work. And for 20 points, first director of the Peace Corps. You really know your American history if you get this one right.
Stephen Summers, yeah.
Stephen Summers.
Well, that certainly is a name that has two S's in it.
Sergeant Shriver.
Sergeant Shriver is right for 20 points. How about that? Here's a 10-point toss-up. New Orleans is bounded on the south by the Mississippi River. Along with its suburbs, which body of water marks its
St. John's, Todd.
Lake Pontchartrain.
northern border? Lake Pontchartrain is right. Who has taken Spanish? Alex has. Well, this is your Spanish bonus, Alex and company. For 5 points. In Spanish, what colors are rojo, blanca, and azul?
Red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue.
Right. For 10 points, translate this Spanish epitaph from the grave of Billy the Kid. Duerme bien. Duerme bien.
He died well. Something well. He died well.
He died well.
He died in honor.
He died well.
He may have, but that's not the translation. Strake Jesuit?
Rest well.
Well, it translates rest in peace, but it translates directly to sleep well.
Yes, that's well done. Okay. So we move along to another toss-up. It's a 10-pointer from the Bible. Jesus started his ministry after being baptized. How long did his ministry last?
Straight Jesuit, David.
3 years.
3 years is right for 10 points. Okay, Jesuit, Stephen, David, Michael, and Shom, it's your turn now. Gypsum is your bonus. For 5 points, gypsum is a hydrous calcium sulfate. What does hydrous mean?
It contains hydrogen. Hydrogen.
Your answer?
It means it contains water.
Yeah.
Yes, that's all there is to it. For 10 points, where would you travel to see gypsum sand dunes? Be specific.
Death Valley.
The Painted Desert.
Well, that's incorrect. St. John's, can you take it?
White Sands, New Mexico.
White Sands National Monument in New Mexico. Right. 10-point music toss-up. Identify this music as a Rossini overture, a Mahler symphony, a Mozart concerto, a Strauss waltz, or a Sousa march. Must get both elements.
St. John's, Alex.
The waltz.
Listen, Strake Jesuit.
Straight Jesuit, Michael.
The Strauss.
Not the Strauss waltz, it's a Rossini overture. Here's a 10-point math toss-up. If the area of a circle is 6 square feet, what is the area of a sector of the circle with a central angle of 60 degrees?
Straight Jesuit, David.
1 square foot.
1 square foot, you're absolutely right, David. And the Jesuit could conceivably take the lead. This is a nation's bonus. And we're going to give you 5 seconds to work out the 5-pointer and 10 seconds on the 10-pointer. And so forth. Letters have been removed from the middle name of a country. Restore the name. The number of missing letters is provided. For instance, if I said end 4, your answer would be England. Okay? For 5 points, find 3. Find 3. You have 5 seconds. Finland is right. For 10 points, sin 2. 10 seconds.
Spain.
Spain is right. That ties the score. For 15 points, pan 5.
No, 5.
You have 15 seconds.
Paraguay? No.
Japan.
No, 5. Patagonia.
Your answer?
Can you take it, St. John's? Pan 5 is the clue.
Your answer?
Poland.
Pakistan. And that's the end of the round. When we come back, we'll have these subjects to choose from in 60 seconds. Starts with A, A Date with Death, Art History, and the Mystery category. Our halftime score is tied at 115. How about that? Questions used on this program are provided by Questions Unlimited of Columbus, Ohio. The rules for 60 seconds are thusly. You pick a subject, you get 60 seconds to answer as many 10-pointers as you can. When time expires, that's it. The second team may take a shot at any questions the first team misses. And if you get all of them right, you get a 20-point bonus. And should St. John's get all of theirs right, they'll be the first team in history to do it 3 games in a row. Now, usually we start with a team that trails, but when it's a tie, we go with the team that got the last answer correct. In this case, it's Strake Jesuit, Stephen, and company. What do you have?
Starts with A.
Starts with A is the subject. Start the clock. Here we go. All answers to these short and sweet clues start with the letter A. 43,560 square feet.
Acre.
Ordering dinner items, not whole dinners.
A la carte.
A la carte.
First victim.
Pat.
The machine that makes Arizona bearable.
Air conditioner.
Snooze control.
Alarm.
Alarm.
We'll take it.
Alarm clock, yes. Boring book of photographic recollections.
Album.
Huey Long is to Louisiana as George Wallace is to
Alabama.
acceptable shortened word form.
Abbreviation.
Sidewalk shop shader.
Oh, awning.
Awning.
And finally, basic polka instrumentation.
Accordion.
That's correct. That's a nice job. 90 points on Starts with A. Ooh, they wish they got number 3 right. They'd have swept it. Okay, Starts with A, St. John's first victim.
Abel.
Was Abel, right. Ooh, that hurts, doesn't it, Jesuit? Well, St. John's,
We'll take the mystery category.
they're going for the mystery category. This is an untitled mystery. Keep track of your answers. If we get to question number 10, it will be useful to you. Start the clock. Here we go. What do you need to play whist, canasta, or euchre?
Cards.
An aspirin a day and a glass of red wine a day are habits thought to be good for what organ?
Heart.
What kind of novels do Barbara Cartland and Danielle Steele specialize in?
Romance.
Presidents born in this month include Harrison, Ronald Reagan, George Washington, and Abraham Lincoln. What month?
February.
In the names of great church buildings, what word precedes Mark's, John's, Patrick's, or
Saint.
Halloween, Easter, and Christmas are 3 of the 4 biggest selling days for what gift? Halloween, Easter, and Christmas.
Candy.
The parade that takes place in Pasadena, California every New Year's Day is called the Tournament of
Roses.
The day honoring Martin Luther King Jr. is our newest federal
Holiday.
Greater blank hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. Fill in the blank. Greater blank hath no man than this, that a man lay... Now solve the mystery category. Tell me what subject all these answers have in common.
Valentine's Day.
And they got 80 points on the mystery category. Okay, Jesuit. Possible 20 for you. Greater blank hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends.
Love.
Love is right. Now, what do these answers have in common?
St. Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is right. Okay. We'll be back. Fasten your safety belts with Stump the Experts after this break. And final quarter is upon us. St. John's 205. Jesuit in the lead with 225. We'll have a series of rapid-fire questions in our Stump the Experts format. Until we're out of time, we begin with a 20-point visual. Look at your monitor, please. This 20th century artist was once described thus. He looks like a huge frog. He talks like a wild-eyed soapbox orator. His political beliefs vary with the seasons. His philandering has been notorious. Yet he paints like a master, and he well deserves his reputation as the finest living painter in the Western
St. John's, Alex.
Picasso.
Hemisphere. You are looking at an example of his work. Jesuit, can you name him?
Strake Jesuit, David.
Goya.
Well, that's the Mexican Diego Rivera. For 15 points, arrange the following 4 historical figures in chronological order. They are Henry VIII, Christopher Columbus, Joan of Arc, and Galileo.
St. John's, Alex.
Joan of Arc, Columbus, Henry V, Galileo.
Strake Jesuit, Stephen.
Joan of Arc, Columbus, Henry VIII, Galileo.
Is right for 15 points. I have a 20-point math question. A bullet is fired vertically, and the equation H equals negative 16t squared plus 256t gives the height H of the...
Strake Jesuit, David.
256.
The height H of the bullet at time t. Find the height of the bullet after 16 seconds, St. John's, and you'll have plenty of time to figure it out as you trail by 35. H equals negative...
St. John's, Brian.
0.
0. The bullet has hit the ground for 20 points. Here's a 15-point science question. What 8-letter word is used by biologists in reference to the part of a body or organ opposite the dorsal or posterior extremities?
St. John's, Brian.
Anterior.
Anterior. That ties the match at 240. I have a 20-pointer. What is the 2-word name used in agriculture for the period from the last killing frost of spring until the first killing frost of autumn?
Strake Jesuit, David.
Growing season.
Very good, David. Jesuit back in the lead. I have a 15-point music question. Name the composer of this American popular song.
If you're blue and you...
Strake Jesuit, Stephen.
Taco. Is the band...
Taco's the performer. We're looking for the composer.
To go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the ribbon. Different types to wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coat, perfect fit.
St. John's, Nick.
Gershwin.
Audience, tell him. Irving Berlin. Cole Porter, a good try. Here's a 15-pointer. A ship is divided into compartments by what walls? A ship...
St. John's, Todd.
Watertight.
What do they call Jesuit? They're bulkheads. For 20 points, what's the oldest country in all Europe and the oldest republic in the...
St. John's, Todd.
San Marino.
The oldest republic in the world is San Marino. For 15 points, which hit movie of the 1980s featured one of the last appearances of Burt Lancaster? As we have a tie score at 260.
Strake Jesuit, Michael.
Local hero.
Well, that's a good try.
St. John's, Nick.
Tough guys?
One of my all-time favorites, Field of Dreams. For 15 points, a multiple-choice question of divestiture, gag order, rejoinder, misprision of felony, and peremptory challenge. In jury selection, the dismissal of a potential juror for no particular...
St. John's, Brian.
Peremptory challenge.
For no particular reason, that is correct. I have an art question worth 20 as St. John's is back in the lead. The 3 Graces are shown in dancing pose in a portion of Sandro Botticelli's masterpiece. May we see it? Do you know the title of this painting?
St. John's, Alex.
The Three Muses?
Jesuit?
Strake Jesuit, David.
The Three Fates.
La Primavera, the spring. For 20 points after her husband's impeachment, Miriam Ma Ferguson was elected governor of Texas.
Strake Jesuit, Michael.
1930s.
In what year, St. John's?
2 minutes left. St. John's, Todd.
1932.
No, it was 1924. For 15 points, which of these can you find in the biography section of your library? The Wind in the Willows, The Red and the Black, Light in August, Fear of Flying,
Strake Jesuit, Stephen.
Fear of flying.
Or Death Be Not Proud?
St. John's, Alex.
The Red and the Black?
No, Death Be Not Proud, John Gunther's memoirs. For 20 points, suppose you're a chess knight and your chessboard is the periodic table of the elements. You're standing squarely on phosphorus. Name any one of the 6 elements to which you can legally move. St. John's leads it by 15 points.
St. John's, Nick.
Neon.
Neon is incorrect.
Strake Jesuit, Stephen.
Germanium.
Boron, gallium, tin, tellurium, bromine, fluorine. For 20 points in Shakespeare's Macbeth, who speaks the final line?
Strake Jesuit, David.
McDuff.
Not Macduff. St. John's? That's Malcolm. For 20 points, I have a music question. The German writer Thomas Mann noted various influences on his work, especially the technique of repeating words and phrases throughout a work. What composer did Mann credit as the originator of the technique of repeating themes of leitmotifs in music? Listen.
Strake Jesuit, David.
Tchaikovsky.
Not that one.
St. John's, Alex.
Wagner.
Richard Wagner is right. I have another 20-pointer. Consider the former Soviet republics. Ukraine is second to Russia in population, which is second to...
Strake Jesuit, Stephen.
Kazakhstan.
In size, it is Kazakhstan. I have a 15. There's the tone, the contest. Close as it was, we must check with the judges. The score is correct. The game is official. The final, 280 Jesuit, 295 St. John's. The winner, St. John's School. In a losing cause, Jesuit played the game of their career. Good luck to St. John's. The final match next week, Memorial against St. John's. See you then.
Join us again next Saturday when 2 more Houston-area teams compete on the Texaco Star Academic Challenge.